I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Tackle made at the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on, QB, come on. 46.
On the counter, Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Murray's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, past the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Colts 10, Falcons nothing. Jake Elliott.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
Touchdown, Falcons! Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Miles Sanders.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by David Long. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. That one complete. He finds Shark as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's the option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Shift. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Right here.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
At the 26.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here. To throw. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
46 Hey. Mike 46. Mike 46. Easy. Check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Come on, D. 46 to Mike.
Here's Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The 41-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Don't get nervous. 58, come on. 58.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
The 47-yard line.
65.
Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got him in. He finds Sanders. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And a Colts first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
The pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
2nd and 5. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion, because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You must be dreaming. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Let's go, Heavy. Hey. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
From the gun, Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, check. Shoot.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He'll field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
2 yards.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Wide receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go now. 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the point after.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. On play action, it's Murray. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
34-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackler. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll go again with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9
His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On second down now, it's Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On the stop.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play fake. Murray. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The 29-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will move them back to 3-2.